Let's talk about pastoring a multi-ethnic church. Now, my wife and I moved to Charlotte and we launched Center City Church in April of 2010. The reason we moved to Charlotte was because we wanted to see the beauty of God across dividing lines in this really culturally rich city center in North Carolina. Now, we saw the beauty of God in so many ways: salvation, healing, the power of God breaking chains, and we went totally word of mouth. And it was like this incredible expression of the beauty of God. Now, about 5 years in, I woke up one Sunday morning and I got ready and I was ready to go preach, and I stood behind this really simple metal podium and I looked out, and for whatever reason that day it hit me. We all look alike. And worse yet, I didn't know why. Now, I reached out to a friend of mine later that week who pastored an incredibly multi-ethnic church. We go into his lobby and there's like 60 or 70 flags representing all of these different nations in his church. And I said, Pastor Calvin, how did your church become so diverse? I just woke up this last Sunday morning and I realized that everybody looks alike, and I didn't mean for that to happen. And he said, David, what does your friend circle look like? Who are the people that you enjoy life with? Who are the people that you hang out over coffee, over lunch, or around the dinner table at your home, or play with your kids in the backyard? And if I'm being really honest, I had to say that most people looked like me. Most people were from the same economic class as me. And it really began to hit me that my expression of this beautiful faith was really homogenous. A bunch of us just looked like each other. It started to hit me that the more that I intentionally reached out across dividing lines, the more that I intentionally prayed that God would show me the beauty that He has available through all the colors and all the economic classes, that the more that my life was full of people across dividing lines, the more that my church was starting to look like that as well. The next 5 years of Center City Church continued to show me the beauty of God in so many different ways, as more people who were unlike me economically and racially started to fill our world. And I learned a really big lesson, is that any organization is going to reflect the priorities and the relational circles of the leader that is leading that organization. And so what does your life look like? And what is the relationships that fill your world? So before we start pushing forward to seeing the beauty of God across dividing lines, what if we started with a look inward first, and we take an audit of the relationships in our own life?